Thanks for joining me today. My name is Pam Schulz. I'm the Sage 100 Contractor Product Manager at ETHOSystems. And if you give me 5 minutes today, I'll give you 5 reasons to come back to Sage 100 Contractor. The first thing is that we have such a wide variety now of third-party developers who have joined the partner network. These give you so many alternate ways to get data into your system besides just straight data entry. So many of these partners do integrate very well with Sage 100 Contractor. Even without that, you now have many other choices built right into your program. Fairly new, we have bank feeds. This allows you to integrate with your checking account and feed data directly into Sage 100 Contractor. You also have a similar feature with importing your credit card transactions as well. And for some users, the simple time entry is a great way to get their data put in for time card entry. So many choices. We're no longer limited to sitting and entering data by hand. Another area where there have been a lot of improvements, security. You now have many new choices in how you set up your security. You've always had a great security system, but in addition to that, now there's the ability to limit the viewing of the general ledger transaction screen to sources that a user has been able to enter themselves or to whatever is put in the list for their group. Also, a new payroll admin function allows enhanced payroll security. This gives you the ability to have more people entering time, but not able to see any sensitive data. Job security is a handy feature, allowing the viewing of job records to be limited to only the list of people who are on that job. So I don't have to look through jobs that are closed or don't pertain to me anymore. In addition to these enhanced security groups, I can now look at my user activity report and see what's been done in a date range. This is not limited to posted transactions. It can also include changes to records and records that are not posting into the general ledger. From this report, I'm able to see the changes that were made by module, get a list of those changes, and even drill down to the transaction to view the transaction. Other customization allows you to completely change how you experience Sage. Beginning with the main menu, you have the ability to completely hide the menu and work from completely customizable desktops, or work from a menu that you customize through My Menu. This is limited to those options that are granted in security, as well as anything that's chosen in this selection. Once we're in a transaction, the program is remembering both the size of any screens that you're using, as well as the size and sorting of the lookup windows. This is done automatically by your username. No further action is required. In addition to that, there's now the ability to create unlimited custom fields on many screens. This is in addition to the user-defined 1 and 2 that have always been available. These are unlimited and can be any type. the character fields being up to 255 characters, allowing you to have miniature notepads on many screens. Error correction has been made much simpler. Even a paid transaction, such as this accounts payable invoice, can be modified simply by clicking on, say, the general ledger account. Notice the program is giving the message that everything needed will be done behind the scenes. I simply need to change my account and resave the transaction. Once I've done this and recall the transaction, notice that the changes have been made to both the accounts payable invoice and the general ledger. There is a permanent audit trail of this in the lower portion of the transaction by way of the edit link. So the best of both worlds exists. Very simple error correction, as well as an audit trail for that correction. You now have control over when you archive both your general ledger and your fiscal year. You can have more than one fiscal year, in fact, more than two. You'd balance how much you want to see in a single file against how much you're going through in order to see those records. But this is now your choice with both the oldest fiscal year and now newer, the ability to have more than one payroll year in the files at a time. This is very handy for your workers' comp audit, for example. So you now are not forced to archive on a very tight schedule. This is now more in the hands of the user. So those are 5 easy features. There have been many more added to the program. Everyone has access to submit a product idea, which allows you not only to enter your own suggestions, but vote on suggestions and even see the progress of suggestions that have been made by users. So more control in your hands to see what is available, what's upcoming, and influence those developments. So I hope this has given you some ideas about why to come back. When you're ready to do it and you need help, contact us at ETHOSystems. We'll be happy to help. Again, my name is Pam Schulz. Thank you for coming.